guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to show you quickly how I like to contour my face and highlight my face. I've already prepped with primer, foundation, concealer, and a little bit of the Benefit What's That on the top of my cheekbones. I filmed this look, so if you haven't already watched that one, I will link it below, so you can go ahead and check that out before you watch this one, if you wanted to see how I got my base for today. So I'm just going to be using two products today for my contour and highlight. Actually three, because I'm going to contour, highlight, and then bronze a little bit as well. So first I'm going to use my Aucoin sculpting powder in the shade medium. I really want the light one. I think it would just work a little better. I think it would just work a little bit better with my skin tone, but the medium one seems to be okay for right now. And if I wanted something lighter, the Kat Von D palette does have a little bit lighter of a shade than this. But for today, we're going to use this one. And for contouring, I'm just going to be using today the Real Techniques. I think it's called it's actually called a contour brush. I didn't really know that. I use it for setting my under eye sometimes, and then for bronzing sometimes, but it's actually called a contour brush. I'm just going to gently tap it into the powder on each side because this powder is very pigmented. So you don't need very much of it at all. So first I'm going to try to find my cheekbone. My face is very round at the moment, so I really don't have any cheekbones that are showing. And my natural cheekbones when I am thinner they're not very high. I feel like I have pretty low cheekbones, so I like to give the illusion that they're a little higher than they really are. So you can find your cheekbones by taking your brush and by rolling it down, and as soon as you kind of get into a divot, that's where your cheekbone ends. That's where you should contour to give the illusion that your cheeks are lifted, because the shadow underneath makes it look like the top of them are above the shadow, meaning they're high up, like you have a lifted face, like you've just had Botox, but with makeup. So mine is right there. I like to make the fishy face just because I feel cool doing it. Right? So I'm going to bring it up just a little bit higher than that. I don't know why I keep dipping it back into here. It's going to be a shit pigmented. Or not. Go back and forth for the first little bit, and then in small circles. And I like the darkest part of the contour to be at the back, so by the hairline. Make sure you get right into the hairline. You don't want to have foundation and then a contour. It's just going to look ridiculous. So make sure you get way back into the hairline. Don't worry about messing your hair up. You can fix that later. Okay, and then two small circles to blend this up, and always blend upwards. You don't want to bring the contour powder down lower. You're just going to give the illusion of a sagging face. And in my mirror, this is very light contour. In the camera, it's really dark. It doesn't look like that in person. Keep blending it out. And I do like to use a cream contour before I use this powder, but I ran out of my Illamasqua cream pigment. I just ordered it again, but it still hasn't come. And I ordered it like a month ago. I probably should check on that. I forgot about it actually. So that's that side. So you can kind of see this side is contoured. I have a fake cheekbone showing. This side, not so much, but we'll get there. This one wants to join the party too. I'm so lame. Oh my god. So again, a little bit higher than it's there. I want to go a little bit higher. So I thought this powder was like really pigmented and powdery before. I don't know what, maybe it was the first time I used it, and now it's like really nice. I'm really liking how it's very natural, and I can build it up really nicely without it leaving my foundation patchy underneath. It's blending really well. It's not disturbing the foundation, and it better not, because the foundation with the two mixed together is expensive, and this powder is ridiculously expensive for this tiny little container. But the formula is what matters. It's a beautiful formula. Like, there's no powder. I think the first time I used this, there's a lot of powder, unless I'm thinking of something else. I'm really digging this powder. So, look. Girl's got cheekbones. Amazing. Just gonna take a little bit of this on. I have like this weird breakout right there. And I'm a popper. I like to pop my pimples. My fiance is too. If he has pimples, I will pop them. If I have them, he will pop them. And I think he really enjoys popping mine, because when I do his, I'm pretty aggressive and I like to get everything out. And I follow Dr. Pimple Popper on Instagram and on YouTube actually. And she is amazing. She will get the hugest cysts and pimples and stuff out of people's bodies. It's pretty disgusting, but I really like that kind of stuff. And anyways, she sells, it's like a blackhead remover that she sells off of her website that she actually uses on her patients. See, I popped that one, now it's all red. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, Nikki. Oh, Nikki, they're so stupid sometimes. Ay. But anyway, I bought one of those. So it like has it's like a long metal instrument with two holes on each end. One's thinner, one's thicker. So you just put the hole around where the zit is, and then push, so it pushes all sides around the zit and brings the blackhead or whitehead up. I know, totally gross to be talking about that while I'm doing my makeup, but I like that kind of stuff. I think it's so cool. Like, I will just sit and binge watch her channel and all the disgusting things she pops into everybody's bodies. I don't understand how somebody's body could get like that. Like, if I had that many blackheads on my face, I wouldn't wait until I had 500 of them. I would have like one and get it out, and then have another one and get it out. I wouldn't wait till my entire body was covered. So I just contoured around my face. You want to keep the center of your face the lightest, and the darkness kind of around, to give dimension to the face that everybody wants. Like, this is what the ideal face looks like Kim Kardashian. Not really a fan of her. Just her personality in general. I think she's kind of a bitch. But she's beautiful, which I guess makes sense. Like, so I can't say that I don't like her, because I really have never watched her. I just, you know, when you hear so much stuff and nobody likes her, and that's a terrible thing to do, because you really shouldn't dislike somebody because other people dislike them. I don't like that. So I take that back. Rewind. So yeah, Kim Kardashian, eh? She's beautiful. She has the most beautifully, I'm making up new words today. Beautifully sculpted face. I like to go pretty heavy with my contour under my jawline because of my double chin. I'm really self-conscious about my chin. It really bothers me. I don't know if it's just me, but I hate it. It's like the worst thing. And then when you contour it, it brings it kind of, it's like a shadow. So it like makes it look like your face is slimmer right there. You can kind of see. Whereas if I go like that, it's there. So we're just gonna contour that. And then we're done with this. Actually, no, we're gonna try to contour the nose. This is my first time doing this, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna take a small shader brush. This is from Cheek Cosmetics. I think I got this at Winners in a set for like $4. I'm gonna try to contour my nose. I really like my nose. I know some people don't like their noses, but I've had mine forever and I haven't really had any problems with it. Let's try this. Let's try to contour it. I always hear people say that you should bring the contour of the nose right up to where the eyebrow is, so it looks more natural, which I guess I'm just gonna keep doing that. Kind of like I know what I'm doing. Just gonna pretend. And then I see people do like something like that. I don't really know what this does, but I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna take, maybe I'll just blend it out with the same brush. Let's do that. Let's just blend it out. I guess I'm gonna blend it down because the middle is where you're supposed to highlight, I guess. I think we do a lot of extra steps to try to transform our face. I don't really know if that did anything. I guess it does look slimmer. Huh. Maybe I'll be a nose contour. Maybe I do that. Okay, that's done. Just gonna bronze up the rest of my face so I don't have. It looks pretty good actually, but let's just take a little bit of this NARS Laguna on. Let's do my MAC brush, my MAC 187 brush. Let's just put that in there. Not really sure how pigmented this is. Let's check. No, it's good. Just gonna bronze a little bit. I think that if you use a contour powder to do this step is unnecessary. I really enjoy putting makeup on my face. Now, I don't wear blush, and I'm sure you can tell why I don't wear blush, because my cheeks are already so red, and the makeup does never, like, I can't even talk. The makeup never lasts all day on my cheeks, so my redness pokes through anyway, making it look like I'm wearing blush, but I'm not. So it's like free blush. I'm gonna try to make it sound like it's a good thing. I'm such a liar. It's not a good thing. Bring that down. Always bring your bronzer down your neck. I'm sure you guys know this, and I've heard this a million times. And then lastly, I don't like how my contour is down a little bit on the lower cheek. We're gonna fix that. We are going to take some of this Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Compact, and we're gonna take a dense natural hair. We're gonna take a dense synthetic brush because we want the product to stay on the face. We're going to use my Real Techniques buffing brush to do this. We're just gonna put a little bit in there and stamp out underneath. I really want to get that Morphe brush that Jaclyn Hill talks about, that she uses to like carve out her contour with her loose powder. And I also just haven't yet, but I have a cart going at Beautylish. I want to get the RCMA No Color Powder. I hear it's really good for dry skin, and it looks like it's really nice for doing this part. Because it's so white, it actually makes a difference. This doesn't really make much of a difference. I feel like I just didn't do anything, but that's cool. And then we are just finally going to highlight. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero kit to highlight. Beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's the most beautiful highlighters I've ever seen, and they're just love them. I just love them. And then I'm going to take my Goss number 15 fan brush. I love this brush. This is probably my favorite brush from Goss. This one and his eyeshadow brushes that I have for blending, they're really beautiful too because they're the blue squirrel. We're gonna highlight. I don't know which one to use. We're gonna do the white one, the white mixed with the pink. And these highlighters are really powdery. But if you don't like that, you won't like these highlighter powders. But I don't mind it that much. But this brush just places it so nicely on the face. And if you have a lot of texture on your cheeks, this highlighter is not for you. It does emphasize texture a little bit when you're up close, but like, I don't stand that close to people anyway. I sit behind a desk at work, and most of the time I work by myself in the office. I have my own little office, so nobody really sees me except for like myself, or if I go down with the rest of the office for lunch, which I usually do because I love them all at my work. But nobody really sees me at work. But I like to look beautiful and wear makeup for myself. Nobody else. That's how it should be. So see that? It's beautiful. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that white shade on a clean brush. Let's just use whatever. I don't even, why am I being so picky? Let's just use this Cheap Cosmetics blending brush, I guess, to go down my nose. So take the white shade. Definitely tap that baby off and go down the, I'm going to do an exclamation point. So you go down straight, almost to the end, but not to the end. Right there. And then pop. So exclamation point. But leave that middle part blank. I don't really know why. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. But I know what to do. I don't know why most of the time, but it ends up looking like it's supposed to. So, and then the Cupid's bow to give the illusion of a fuller top lip. So that is just looking gorgeous. Love highlighters. And this highlighter is really good at nose highlighter. It gives a really nice natural sheen right there, and above the eyebrows, pretty gorgeous too, actually. So that's what I have going for me so far, and I think that is it, actually. Yeah, I have nothing else for you. So that's it for right now. I'm going to do my eyes next, but I'm going to do that in a separate video because this video is already going to be too long, and I don't want to bore you or make you not want to keep watching because it's already 20 minutes as it is right now. So I will end it for today, and then I will film an eye look using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette for the first time and see how that goes, and then you guys can watch that one after you watch this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. Talking way too fast. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. I will comment back. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. I will see you soon. Bye.